Live podcast. Right. Jesus sums up this world. He sums up this world of worldly things. And he said, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God. Why did he say that? Okay. So I'm going to read from Luke chapter 9, 57 to 57 to 62. Okay. So when Jesus was choosing his disciples, so he did ask for the disciples to follow him. Okay, I'm gonna look for right. Okay. This week I'm dealing with scriptures because we are in Advent. So that's the reason why I am dealing with these chapters. To know that God, He came to this earth. Jesus came to this earth so that we would be saved and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness and from sin. To 16. So do please like, share, and subscribe. So I'm just going to give the reading the meaning of Luke 9, 57 to 62. It is to illustrate the high cost of following Jesus, which requires a complete and unwavering commitment over earthly comforts, family, and worldly possessions, right? That's why Jesus said, if you actually, where did it says that? I'm gonna, all right, okay. I'll bring that in a minute. I think I did. Okay. So Jesus teaches his disciples not to cast, not Jesus. Where was I? Jesus teaches that discipleship is not to casual decision, but an all-consuming one that demands making God the highest priority. Okay, leaving no room for hesitation. So why did Jesus said that? Why? Because when in the first place, one of the um, one of the men said, "Oh, let me go and bury my father before I come to follow you." One of the disciples that Jesus chose. And then Jesus said, "Let the dead bury their dead. Let the dead bury their own dead." So why did Jesus say that? He meant that those spiritually dead, which means unbelievers, people who are unbelievers, they're spiritually dead because, so the because these people are focusing on worldly things. Another one said, "Oh, let me go and say goodbye to my family before coming." Then that's what Jesus was saying. You have to make God's work a priority, a priority. So, and Jesus was saying those unbelievers should handle, those who are in the world, worldly people, should handle worldly duties like burying the physically dead, while his followers must prioritize proclaiming the kingdom of God. Meaning that serving Jesus demands immediate, unwavering commitment over all earthly obligations, even family traditions. It's a call to spiritual urgency, not not a dismissal of family situation, but an instruction that following him is the supreme priority, even above cultural customs like wanting for waiting for a parent to die to claim your inheritance or fulfill duties. So Jesus was not being cold-hearted. He wasn't being like dismissal of these people's obligation to their father, to their family, but he was clarifying that the call to bring the life a paramount, and those already spiritually alive must act with urgency, leaving worldly concerns to those who are spiritually inert, meaning those people who are worldly distraction. So I've just brought you this because a lot of us here, when people make this say, "Oh, leave the dead to go and bury the dead," most people do not understand why Jesus did say that. But the reason why Jesus said that the work of God is of priority, and it's most urgency than to bury the dead. Let you who are spiritually based should go and do God's work, and those who are of the world go and bury the physically dead. All right, this is all for today. I have given you two programs, so I hope to see you again this week. May God continue to bless and keep you in safe hands. Have a wonderful and blessed week.